Good morning, welcome back to the channel. I hope all is well with you guys. I am just Meek on deck, and I'm going to give you a part 2 of being a helicopter parent. Well, if you tuned in to the last video, I stated all the things that have gone wrong in my son's life, which partly was attributed to me being a helicopter parent. Now, it landed him in trouble. The decisions that he was making as a young man, my son is 22 years old, but now I am pleased to report he is back on track. His girlfriend gave in. She bailed him out of jail. He went to church. He looked so handsome. He looked like my son again. Yes, the prodigal son is back home. And I am so thankful that God answered that prayer. And I told him, this is one of the problems my son had. Now, he watched me his whole life, hustle. I put myself through school, paid for my own education. He's seen us go from apartment to a starter home to a better home, which is the home I'm in now. And he could sit here and rattle off to you all the things that I was able to accomplish, being a strong single mother. I was divorced when my son was 9 months old. So therefore, he suffers from the things that many young black men suffer from, that comes from fatherless homes. They have not been instructed. They have not witnessed what it means to be a strong black man. So they struggle through life. But anyway, you guys, my son is back working. By the grace of God, he left UPS. They were willing to take him back, but he went back to Ashley's because he's very physical, athletic, and for some strange reason, he likes lifting that heavy furniture and loading those trucks, but he's looking for a supervisor position. So they know he's a hard worker, and they took him immediately back. He's still awaiting a court date in regards to the things that they charged him with, and hopefully I'm praying that it just turns out to be just a misdemeanor, a slap on the hand, and they will look at the things that he has been accomplishing since he bailed out of jail. But another good thing that I told him, that this girl that came into his life, now she's 5 years older than him. She's 27 years old. She is a daughter of God. She keeps him and holds him accountable. So it's kind of funny because we all went out to eat. Well, excluding her. It was just me and my family. And when she would call or text, he would say his PO is calling. But let me tell you, when he was calling his friends, when he landed in jail, nobody answered those collect calls. Nobody went down there to see him. But this girl, she was there. She put money on the books. She was down there encouraging him, praying with him, every week, doing things that he didn't ask her to do. And I told him, I said, this one is a keeper. This is wifey material, because she is looking out for your best interest, and she wants you to succeed in life. She wants you to succeed in the spiritual life. She wants to see you enter into heaven. This is a true helpmeet from God. Do not mess this up. But anyway, you guys, let me transition on to something I stated also in the other video in regards to my CDL. I told you guys, as I was pursuing my CDL and things that went left, and I ended up suing the school that I was with, because they sent me down there with a bad trailer, and used that as one of my tries. And they give you 3 attempts, and lo and behold, they had kicked me out the school, and I didn't even know. So I ended up suing the school, and I told you how this is a big company, and they'll probably never refund me my money. Like I said, I had a court date. They didn't show up. as the defendant. The judgment went in my behalf, and lo and behold, by the grace of God, I received a check in the mail, full refund of all the money I put into that school, on top of the money I had to come out of pocket to go to another CDL truck service school to eventually get my CDL. So that was a blessing in disguise. I got all my money back and some. And tomorrow I have an interview for a truck driving job. It's not the job that I want. It's for a Class B. But in the interview, I'm going to let them know that I did see some other jobs that they had posted for Class A. And hopefully I would like to transition to that because I worked so hard for my CDL. Anybody can drive a Class B. You really don't need to get licensed for that. That's pretty much like driving a U-Haul truck. But anyway, I just wanted to report, give praises to God, let you guys know that, you know, things are looking good, you know, for my son. You know, just continue to pray for us, pray for him that he will stay on this path, because I know sometimes he gets bored and, you know, he's easily influenced, and that's one of the downfalls of being sheltered and coming from one of those homes where your parent is just, you know, what I'm trying to say, where your parent is keeping you from falling. They're always catching you before you bump your head. And like I said, the downside of that is when they become young adults, they go out there and they make bad decisions and they start bumping their head. Unfortunately, as a young adult, that can land you into some big trouble in jail time. So just pray that he stays on this path. I pray that you guys have a blessed week. And that God will bless you and keep you. And that's how I'm going to end it. And I will see you on the next one.
Wake up! Wake up! What? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Come on.